Then we got across to Siddaramaiah, Karnataka Chief Minister, who bats for the right to convert. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has batted strongly for the right to convert, sparking a major political storm. Siddaramaiah said, and I quote, "If there was equality in Hinduism, then why would anyone convert?" He argued that untouchability and caste discrimination in Hinduism has forced people to seek dignity outside of Hinduism, and insisted that conversion is a matter of individual choice. People have the right to do it if they want to. Listen in.
ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವರು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಸಮಾನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸಮಾನತೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತು? ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟಾಕಿದ್ವಾ?
ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ, ಸಮಾನತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ.
ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲಪ್ಪ,
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ.
ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಅಥವಾ BJP ಅವರು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅವರು ರೈಟ್.
Now, the BJP has responded, slamming Siddaramaiah's comments, accusing him of insulting Hinduism and pushing an anti-Hindu agenda under the garb of social justice. C.T. Ravi, BJP leader, has shot off an open letter. State BJP President B.Y. Vijayendra also slamming Siddaramaiah on social media, alleging that his mindset is against Hindu dharma and Indian culture altogether. BJP leaders have also questioned why Siddaramaiah stays silent on issues with regards to Islam, like women being barred from mosques or triple talaq, reminding him that it was Prime Minister Modi who in fact had abolished triple talaq, giving marriage rights to Muslim women. Congress ministers have defended the Chief Minister. IT/BT Minister Priyank Kharge has said Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Lingayatism all emerged because Hinduism failed to give dignity to the marginalized. In fact, citing Ambedkar, Priyank has called these religions as responses to inequality. Remarks have triggered a larger debate now that goes beyond politics, raising several questions on caste and faith and identity. BJP calling this an absolute attack on Hinduism. The Congress says it's all fight for equality. Let me bring in our panelists on board to give us a little sense on what Siddaramaiah has said. Is it justified? Ratan Sharda, author and political analyst, joining us. Pankaj Sharma, senior journalist, Hindu ideologue. Bhaskar Rao, BJP spokesperson. Thank you, all of you. Ratan Sharda, since you are aware of the tenets of Hinduism, would you give us a sense on what Siddaramaiah has said? He says if there wasn't untouchability, why would people convert? If there wasn't a caste discrimination, why would people convert? Conversion is people's rights. It was a statement that came in from Siddaramaiah, which is no surprise. He has taken that line even in the past. And today, it seems like a clear message to the media. Could it be political? We'll discuss that later. But the essence of what he said.
See, Nabila, first of all, Hindus have never shied away from accepting the weakness of Hindu society. They are the only society which fights for reforms. Even high caste people fight for the reforms for the lowest caste people, as they are called by the casteist people. And they have been able to remove many inequalities. They have been able to remove many differences by themselves reforming. But will Siddaramaiah speak against those people who refuse to reform? Will he say that 14th century, 7th century laws are still infallible and will not speak about it? Is inequality only in Hindu Dharma, not in Islam and Christianity? Is there no the higher level, higher people and lower people in Christian countries? There are. Everywhere the difference of the inequality is there in some measure or the other. But just to target Hindus, because they are only playing both politics, if I would ask him with the belief that people who convert because they are tired of the untouchability and casteism, Why is he fighting for reservation in those religions? Because in those religions, there is to be no casteism, there is to be no inequality. So you should not be giving reservation to those people who have converted because they believe they have been discriminated into the Hindu Dharma. That is the hypocrisy these people have. And also his attempt always to keep on splitting Hindu votes and getting a bulk vote of minority is proven by the splitting of Lingayat and Gokaligas, his attempt at creating chaos in the Dharmasthala, which was purely a witch hunt, his way of supporting people who call it malaria, dengue, and all that. Distortions came in Hinduism during the slavery period. But are we going to say that we will say Brahmins and Hindus are always responsible for what is happening today? When it comes to invaders, it's not Tipu Sultan as a hero. We will say that why should you blame today's Muslims for what happened in 800 years back? So either you say historically we who are ready to reform should not be blamed. If you blame, then blame everybody for everything that happened 1,000 years back or 700 years back. And show me one society which is openly reforming itself, where every saint is accepted and worshipped, who fights against casteism, who fights against these kind of ill practices.
Right, sir. The question here is that he is speaking in a Hindu majority nation. And he's speaking in a nation where it's frowned upon. When conversion has happened rampantly. It has happened rampantly.
Yes.
And therefore it's frowned upon.
See, why conversion is opposed? Only when it is done by allurement and by fraud. We know it is happening by allurement and fraud. We know crores of rupees coming every day. Some FCR is stopped because it's used for conversion. By all the kind of superstitions, whether in Punjab or in Karnataka or Hyderabad, that is what we oppose. We are not opposing those people who themselves choose to change their religion, but to encourage conversion by allurement, by fraud, by superstition, that is not acceptable at all, because you are actually you are creating violence against the very spirit of the person, because after conversion, you are told to disown your relatives, you are told to break images, you are told to burn your scriptures. That is what you oppose, because that creates hate. That creates a violence in the mind of the people. That is what is wrong. But he will never speak of inequality in Islam and Christianity.
Let me bring in Nizam Faujdar. He's also part of the Congress. His own chief minister in Karnataka has made the statement. Nizam Faujdar, how would you justify that? Of course, the BJP claims this is absolute insult to Hinduism. If anything, Siddaramaiah will not have the courage to talk about Islam or Christianity. The dirt that happens within the other two religions, why doesn't he not talk about that? Why is he targeting Hinduism?
Nabila, Mr. Ratan speaking in such language only shows that how insecure these people are feeling. I'm sure Mr. Ratan Sharda is basically a paid analyst of the BJP. The reason is because he seems to be coming.
Stop
listen
this.
to me. I never spoke about you.
No,
I didn't interrupt you, Mr. Sharda. I did not interrupt you. Let me speak. Come on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Nizam, just to set the record straight. Just to set the record straight.
I speak to you the way I speak.
All right, not at all. Just to set the record straight, Nizam.
I will speak the way I want to speak.
All right,
I will expose you the way I want to expose you. I will expose your mentality. I will expose the way you think and your thought processes. Nabila, I need.
No, but you can't make personal comments, Nizam, and expect a retort not to come. A personal retort is not appreciated.
Let me come back to the subject. Let me come back to the subject. Let me come back to the subject. The question is, the question is,
No.
He apologizes and leave the debate.
has
Nizam, it's only fair. It's only fair.
Ratan, I don't think
It's
so.
only fair, Nizam, that you don't take personal jibes.
You
called me a paid
I
analyst.
don't think so, Mr.
Yeah.
Ratan Sharda has ever written a book about the social justice, how you give justice to the people who have been subjugated, how they have been crushed for thousands of years. He will not write a book.
None of them are going to understand what either of you are saying. If Nizam, for the moment, for the sake of the debate, Nizam, for the moment and for the sake of the debate, I think you should withdraw personal comments. I think that's just only fair.
I will not allow him to speak.
Just withdraw your personal comment. That's only fair, because we respect Mr. Ratan Sharda. We've invited him here on our debate as an independent.
Will you accept it?
I didn't say you paid. I didn't say you paid.
You
Okay,
said paid and
it's
instead
only
at
it's only
Sharda.
fair.
I didn't say you
Nizam, it's
denied
only
or
fair
you
you
got
withdraw your
paid.
statement. I request you.
Okay?
That's it.
You're
Let's
the
end
only
this
one
here.
who
Withdraw the
pays.
statement.
What do you want me to say?
He
are
wants
What do you want me
he
to
wants
say?
you to
You
withdraw the
apologize for
statement.
Okay, I'm
Say it
sure
how
he
you
is
want
not.
to.
You
Okay,
apologize for
let me
calling me a
put it
paid
this way.
analyst.
I think he's
You
not paid by
cannot
the
you
BJP,
cannot
but
speak like
he's
this.
being
You
tilted
cannot
towards the
insult people
BJP.
because
So he's speaking in
you don't
favor
have
of
arguments.
BJP.
Ask anybody on the
Mr.
panel whether
Ratan,
this is
now
the right
please
language.
keep quiet.
No,
I
I
know
don't
All
how
right,
you
you know
feel.
what? I'll have to shift
Understanding
focus
how
because clearly
apologize.
this is not working. I'll
you
have to shift
Start
focus.
debate like this. You
Let
cannot
me bring
insult
in
me
our
because you want
BJP
to have arguments.
spokesperson, Mr. Bhaskar Rao.
Either have
Mr.
an
Bhaskar Rao, if I
argument
could please
We
tone
will
down
get
the
paid
audio.
when you cannot.
Mr. Bhaskar Rao, I apologize for that, but please, your take on Siddaramaiah's statement here. We know that Siddaramaiah has been very pro minorities, but that does not mean what he said today was entirely wrong. The country, India, allows conversion rights to people, and he said the obvious. Why is the BJP firing at him? Why does it sound like it is minority appeasement and Hindu shaming?
See, the argument which Siddaramaiah is taking is absolutely a political argument over there. In fact, the government, instead of concentrating on development, is dividing and subdividing and micro-dividing people like anything. In the last 2 years, you have seen Siddaramaiah, in the name of social, educational and economic survey, he has made the third attempt. Now the latest one is there with 1,400 categories. He says Brahmin Christians, Lingayat Christians, Kurba Christians. Means it is an open invitation for people to leave Hinduism and go to other communities. Okay, is this the way? Such a big majority has been given to you. 136 seats have been given. Is this the way to treat the majority community? Just because the majority community is today protesting on, is protesting only on the net, or protesting on the social media. Tomorrow it will come on the streets over there. In fact, all communities have got a right to peacefully coexist over there. And if this kind of rampantly appeasing, going across the board, recently he came out with the cabinet decision of saying that we are saving 398 crores only for the development of Muslim community. Actually, you are not doing any good to the Muslims. You are only driving away the Muslims away from the Hindus over there. And Muslims should themselves reject. They should ask for even-handedness. And when the example of which he has given today also, it is actually does long-term harm to the Muslims over there. Muslims and Hindus at the local level, they live peacefully. But
Why do you say this is long-term harm to the Hindus, sir? Why are you looking at it as an anti-Hindu remark rather than pro-equality? If he's spoken about caste hierarchy, caste discrimination, untouchability, these are facts and realities. I'm not saying that there isn't dirt in Islam and Christianity, but he's spoken specifically of Hinduism, and what he said is recorded.
Inequality prevails in all religions. It is there in Islam, it is there in Christianity, it is there everywhere over there. But this kind of rampantly making out a case in which, okay, you can all go that side, there is inequality in Hinduism, is absolutely unacceptable over there. You are only creating more anger.
Nabila.
The time being, Muslims may feel very happy that he is
If you're going to promise not to make personal remarks, it's not going to be encouraged. I request you no personal remarks. But
Muslims will turn against ordinary Hindus by this attitude of Siddaramaiah.
Yeah. So Nizam, if you can tell me what prompted Mr. Siddaramaiah to make a statement like that out of the blue today? What prompted Mr. Siddaramaiah to make this statement out of the blue, Nizam?
Are you done with me or?
Sir, no, we want you, please. I'm just basically trying to bring a mix here.
भास्कर भाई थोड़ा हमारी भी बात सुन लीजिए।
नहीं बोलिए प्लीज।
हाँ जी, तो मुझे बोलने दीजिए। Let me speak out. Siddaramaiah's statement is pro-equality and not anti-Hindu. BJP is twisting to basically safeguard its vote bank. I'll tell you why. For thousands of years, the society has been divided into multiple facets. It could be from a demographic point of view, it could be from the caste point of view, it could be from a language, it could be from anything and everything. Thousands. And the BJP's mentality here is to basically scare the larger Hindu population, saying that the Congress is working against you. Now you have to understand a few things. Bhaskar bhai, hold on. Bhaskar bhai, hold on.
Request you to please fix your internet connection. We're not able to see you. Nizam, you've got to fix your internet connection, but yeah, Mr. Bhaskar.
मुसलमानों को डराने का, आप डराते हो मुसलमानों को. We are the ones who want them to on an equal footing. You scare the Muslims over there. You scare them saying that अगर मेरे साथ नहीं रहोगे, बीजेपी के साथ रहोगे, बीजेपी तुमको बर्बाद कर देगी. Do you think there is equality in your community in Islam? There is so much of social
I'll tell you,
strategy.
listen, hold on. Bhaskar bhai.
Don't to point out only for the
Bhaskar
Hindu.
bhai.
And Siddaramaiah's mental attitude has always been, he thinks that Hinduism belongs only to BJP and it doesn't belong to him. So जानबूझ के अभी आप जो कैटेगरी बना के
सुनिए भास्कर भाई, आपने बहुत कुछ कह दिया, मुझे कहने दीजिएगा. लेट मी स्पीक.
पहले माफी
भास्कर
मांगिए.
भाई 2 मिनट आप रुकिए, हमारी बात तो सुनिएगा. आप सिर्फ आप ही बोलेंगे तो हम क्या कहेंगे?
माफी मांगिए.
आप 2 मिनट रुकिएगा, हम बताते हैं. Let me speak to you. Let me tell the Siddaramaiah. भास्कर भाई hold on. भास्कर भाई hold on. भास्कर साहब, अरे आपको मैंने 3 बार रिक्वेस्ट कर लिया. अभी
लोगों को एक
पुलिस कमिश्नर रह चुके हैं, मेरी बात तो सुनिएगा आप.
You are only dividing it. And don't talk about Hinduism as survival.
Nabila, do I get a chance to speak, yes or no?
But
You do get a chance. We also have Pankaj, waiting for
No,
his turn.
I need to finish. I need to wait. I just
in
need
the
to
long
make
term,
a small. If you have asked me, if you have asked the Congress party
Okay,
on
finish,
a statement
finish.
by a Congress chief minister, you don't allow me to speak, then there's
Finish,
no point
finish.
in
Go
me.
on. But you see, you derailed by making personal pot shots. It was not on me. Don't blame
When
it on
did
me.
I?
You
Oh my
derailed.
God.
That's not appreciated. No personal pot shots. Go on.
Okay,
Complete
listen.
your statement.
Okay, my question is, when the BJP is deflecting a loss of its vote bank to basically say it's a anti-Hindu or it is anti-Sanatan, the simple fact is, when people like Mr. Bhaskar, make people like Mr. Ratan Asharda, or anybody from across the spectrum who have been born in an upper caste, who have got the benefits of the best of the society, they do not understand what the untouchability is, the kind of atrocities they go through, the kind of social problems they go through, the kind of social discrimination they go through, the kind of the separatism, the separatist
So just a
behavior
question,
they
what
get.
prompted Siddaramaiah to make that statement today? Is there any event coming up?
Hold on.
What
Yeah,
prompted him?
Very perfect question. Can Mr. Sharda?
Yeah, go on. You
Mr.
please.
Sharda-
We are listening to you,
Hold on,
Nizam.
hold on.
What prompted Siddaramaiah to make that statement
I'm
today?
telling you, listen. When Basavanna was speaking about the same untouchability, when Mr. Paryar was speaking about untouchability, did these people have that kind of courage? It's the same line Mr. Siddaramaiah is speaking. Siddaramaiah is the only person, the only leader who speaks about equality. He speaks about the Ahinda. He speaks about the social justice. He speaks about every person being equal at all the levels. It could be the education, it could be the job, it could be the
You are
economical
changing
reform.
Shivaji Nagar bus stand, Shivaji Nagar metro name to St. Mary. Is that true?
Let it be. What's wrong in it? Why do you get personal about everything? What is the question about being personal about everything? Why do you feel you get
Pankaj,
at
maybe
every
Pankaj could come in on this. I request you
We are
to hold
living in a
on.
global
Pankaj, your
world.
take on this,
We are
because
living in a
clearly
world where we
there's
need-
heightened emotions and it'll be difficult for me to cut through them. You've got to make your effort.
The BJP, RSS are inborn enemies of truth. Since Siddaramaiah is telling the truth, they are duty bound to find fault with him, denounce him. Are there any two opinions about the fact that had there been no inequality in Hindu religion, there would have been no conversions? Untouchability has been a bitter fact within Hindu society for centuries. Though the situation has improved a lot, untouchability still exists, and we all know it. Dalit Christians, Lingayat Christians, Vokalinga Christians, all these things are also a reality. Hindu religion, in fact, failed to give dignity to these to some groups. See, the process of religious conversion has manifold dimensions, so it cannot be sketched out in a single line. Uniform pattern of conversion from Hinduism to Islam, Christianity, Jainism, and Buddhism can be ascertained on a different phases of time
Why do you want
in
reservation
different
of
geographical locations.
You should give up
Because of the
reservation after.
tendency of politicizing everything for vote politics these days, the issue of conversion is unnecessarily being played up by Hindu forces. BHP, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, it said in 2016 that 8 lakh Hindus convert to other religions every year. This means, forget before 2016, but in last 9 years only, at least 72 lakh Hindus have converted to other religions. Do you think in Narendra Bhai Modi's 11 years of Hindu Rashtra, around 1 crore Hindus have quit their religion? This is height of humor mongering. Let me tell you a very interesting fact. According to official figures for the year 2020 for Kerala, the biggest gainer in terms of new converts was Hinduism. People who embraced Hinduism constituted 47% of religious conversions in Kerala in 2020. This is the fact. So I mean,
Okay.
just
So
creating-
as we're short on time, a quick word from Ratan Sharda on that.
Does Mr.
Last
Pankaj
word
Sharma
for me.
believe that 100 million people who died during Mughal rule and invaders' rule died because they wanted to convert, but Hindus didn't allow them to convert? Was the genocide based on casteism? It was not. So are you saying that in Punjab when there is Changai Sabha and nearly 20% is supposed to change, are you saying it is because of casteism only? There is no superstition there. There is no kind of any kind of fraud being perpetrated there. Have you opposed any superstition Sabha of Christians? You have not. Have you talked about injustice on Christian women in clergy? Have you talked about atrocities of women in Islam? You have not. Have you talked about Pasmanda and Ashrafas? You have not. Those people who claim to be working for Muslims, all of them are generally Ashraf class. None of them are
Nizam,
Pasmanda class. And
Nizam,
as far as
why
we are
aren't your
concerned,
own leaders
we
talking about the
Hindus
Muslim
go and involve
community's
everybody. I
vices?
have worked in every locality. Don't tell me that I don't know about untouchability. Don't tell me I not work for untouchability against casteism. I have worked all my life. So don't try to put your own ideas on others. Don't try to impose your worldview, which
Okay.
is blind
Okay.
onto
We
others.
heard you, sir.
Again,
Nizam,
apologize.
why is there no talk
Okay.
about Muslims not allowing women inside mosques? Triple
Who
talaq
said
menace.
that? Are Nabila, who said that women are not allowed in the
Most
mosque?
mosques they are
There
not
is a
allowed.
separate section. No, there are separate
You
sections
oppose triple
within
talaq
the mosque for the
reforms.
women to come and
You
pray.
oppose
Now
Some
let
triple
me
mosques,
talaq
come back.
only
reforms.
some mosques. Okay,
You have
only
not
Wherever
some
opposed
we
mosques
equality,
cannot
allow
do,
it, not all mosques. But
wherever
either way,
there are
let's talk about triple talaq. Let's talk about triple talaq, the menace of triple talaq, and that is a real
the
menace,
menace,
and it still continues.
the triple. Hold on, the basic the basic divorce rate within the Muslim community is less than 0.05%,
So
and within
that
that
should allow
it's
the
less than.
discrimination of
अरे
triple talaq.
रतन भाई आराम
Does
से
it
बैठो ना
justify?
2 मिनट
आपसे
काहे
क्या
ऐसे
आराम
इतना
से बात करें?
नाक
आपसे
चुबा
आराम से
के
बात
बैठे
One
हो?
क्यों
minute,
नहीं
I need a
रुकिएगा
wrap within a
आपसे
minute's
करिए
time, please, sir.
रुकिएगा काहे ऐसे करते हैं
आप
आप?
मुझे बताइए चाहे
बैठिए एक मिनट, बैठिए,
0.5%
सुनिए
हो.
लोगों की बात
Do you
सुनिएगा।
want to put
सिर्फ
women in
अपना कहते
showers? You
रहते
want people
व्हाट्सएप
to
पे यूनिवर्सिटी रह गया,
escape?
कितना बोलेंगे?
I
इतना
barely have a
बोलो,
minute.
इतना
Nizam,
मारते हो,
please
इतना
speak.
मारते हो। अरे भाई एक हाँ जी, see, very simple. It's the divorce rate within the Muslim community is about 0.05%. Within that, it's a very meager, small percentage of people may have called triple talaq. But believe me, it is known as a sin to divorce your wife in Islam. That's the
But it still
last and the
happens
last.
rampantly.
It happens everywhere in every community. It is not
Okay.
about Muslim.
No, but why is Siddaramaiah not talking about the dirt within Islam or
Let it come.
Christianity?
No.
That's the question
I'm
being
not
asked.
mixing. Nabila, let's be mature about it. Let's not speak about two religions on the statement made by Siddaramaiah. Siddaramaiah ji is talking about the social justice within a community, how it can be eradicated, how people from the lowest of the lowest order can be raised to a level of sustenance. That's what we are speaking about. When we give Graha Lakshmi, Graha Jyoti, and
Okay.
free bus
But
pass to the
you
people,
said
you
this
know,
is
this
Okay,
is what
okay.
discrimination.
BJP
Final
This is
says.
called
word,
You
inequality.
know
sir
what
Why
BJP
Bhaskar,
says?
discrimination?
your
Hold on, you
final
know what
word.
BJP says?
Ask-
You know what BJP says? Why are you
Do you
giving
want to have
CVs
reservation
to the
after
poor
conversion
people?
also?
And then hold on,
Want to have
Bhaskar bhai, you cannot
reservation?
argue, you cannot
He's
win a
asking you a
debate.
question. Do you want to continue with reservation after conversion also?
You want to have reservation after conversion?
If people are, if the moment people are up to the level of sustenance, I don't think so anybody takes. Why are you people feeling so pinched about very poor people taking reservation. Don't feel so bad about it, right? It's the Brahmins and the upper caste just
Not
are
poor,
about
not
10%. So
poor.
you want
We
the
are
entire
talking of
100% of
those
the
who
pie.
want
I think it
discrimination
is
to go.
injustice. Don't be like
Don't
this.
mix up
Don't
argument.
ati aase
Listen,
gati
Nizam,
kedu,
today
ati
your
aase
Reservation
gati
is
kedu.
based
Don't
on
mix up
economic
arguments.
strata, your economic standing.
No, no, social
No, it
structure.
shouldn't be
Social
based on
structure.
community and caste. If it's
No,
happening anywhere,
You should
let's
not
hope that
betray your
changes.
own people.
But that apart,
You
this
should
is a
not
separate
betray your
story,
own
and well,
people.
you had Nizam justifying it for whatever it is. I appreciate all of our panelists joining us. I'm really short on time, but thank you very much.